ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीम् उत्तमश्लोकीं भक्तिं भवतीर्नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 6, The Killing of Daman Putana, Text 39 and 40. First I will read text 39, then 40 can be repeated. Bhayamsi yasham abhibha putra snegasnudani alam Bhagavan Devigi Putra Kaivalyadi Akhila Pratta. Text 40. Dasam Aviratam Krishne. Dasam Aviratam Krishne. Kurvadinam Sudekshanam. Kurvadinam Sudekshanam. Na puna kalpade rajan. Na puna kalpade rajan. Samsaro ajnana sambhava. Samsaro ajnana sambhava. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is the bestower of many benedictions, including liberation, Kaivalya, or oneness with the Brahman effulgence. For that Personality of Godhead, the gopis always felt maternal love, and Krishna chucked their breasts with full satisfaction. Therefore, because of their relationship as mother and son, although the gopis were engaged in various family activities, one should never think that they return to this material world after leaving their bodies. Purport. The advantage of Krishna consciousness is described herein. Krishna consciousness gradually develops on the transcendental platform. One may think of Krishna as the Supreme Personality. One may think of Krishna as the Supreme Master. One may think of Krishna as the Supreme Friend. One may think of Krishna as the Supreme Son. Or one may think of Krishna as the Supreme Conjugal Lover. If one is connected with Krishna in any of these transcendental relationships, the course of one's material life is understood to have already ended. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, text 9, Tyaktva Deham Punarjanma Naidimam Edi. For such devotees, going back home, back to Godhead, is guaranteed. Na Puna Kalpade Rajan Samsaro Ajnana Sambhava. This verse also guarantees the devotees who constantly think of Krishna in a particular relationship will never return this material world. In this material world of samsara, there are the same relationships. One thinks, here is my son, here is my wife, here is my lover, or here is my friend. But these relationships are temporary illusions. Ajnana Sambhava. Such a consciousness awakens in ignorance. But when the same relationship awaken in Krishna consciousness, one's spiritual life is revived. And one is guaranteed to return home back to Godhead. Even though the gopis were friends of Rohini and Mother Yashoda, and who allowed their breasts to be checked by Krishna and were not directly Krishna's mothers, they all got the same chance as Rohini and Yashoda to go back to Godhead and act as Krishna's mother-in-law, servants, and so on. The word samsara refers to attachment for one's body, home, husband or wife, and children. But although the gopis and all the other inhabitants of Vrindavana had the same affection and attachment for husband and home, their central affection was for Krishna in some transcendental relationship, and therefore they were guaranteed to be promoted to Goloka Vrindavana in the next life to live with Krishna eternally in spiritual happiness. The easiest way to attain spiritual elevation, to be liberated from this material world, and to go back home, back to Godhead, is recommended by Bhaktivinoda Thakura. Krishnera samsara karajadi anachara. One should give up all sinful activities and remain in the family of Krishna. Then one's liberation is guaranteed. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishnu Bole Sumadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashatta Deshadarini Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Kadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vranda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. First of all, I seek the blessings of all Vaishnavas to give this lecture in the line of authorities and of Parambara. Hare Krishna. This is a continuation of sloka at the end of the Putana Vada. Putana was killed since she had given her breast to check for Krishna. She attained the position of, even though it's mentioned Swarga, in the previous sloka it is mentioned she reached Vaikuntha Loka. And she served as nurse. And next sloka is telling further about cows also, same sloka. What about the cows which also gave their to Krishna? And that way also, they also reached Vaikuntha. And here they are talking about gopis. Sugarishi is talking about gopis. Gopis also, here the speciality is gopis, they were engaging in their day-to-day activities. Because they have relationship as mother and son, they were engaged in various family activities as usual. But they were not so much fully of this level of serving Krishna or something. But Sukarishi is guaranteeing that they never don't think they will return this world again, samsara, this samsara. That means they reached Vaikuntha. Because the reason behind is, there are 7 mothers. Putana, that's one is who gave birth, and another is a nurse, and a Brahmana Patni, Guru Patni, Raja Patni, cow, and earth. These all 7 are mothers. Some or other way, Krishna takes them as mothers. Putana, even though she didn't give me a good feeling, she is serving as a nurse, and the cows, they are also mothers. They all got the mother's position. And these gopis, Prabhupada is giving the purport that Rohini and others, friends, all gopis, they used to give milk to Krishna. Therefore, but they used to do their day-to-day work properly. That way also they reached this Goloka, Vrindavana and all those things. The next life, to live with Krishna eternally in spiritual happiness. And this total sequence we need to understand this Vatsalya Bhava. He has mainly talked about Vatsalya Bhava. And the Vatsalya Bhava means parental relations with Krishna. We all know there are different ways of attaining the relations or having relations with Krishna. And start with Sagya Bhava. First is Sanda Bhava. That means like Rishis and other things. More meditation, that way prayer, without any touch of relations. And then as a friendship, then as a next Dasya Bhava, servant, then as a friend, then as a parental, then goes to conjugal love or Madhurya Bhava. And this, one should know, all this relation is very well explained in the Bhagavatam. And in particular, this Vatsalya Bhava is so much impressed in the Damodar Leela that Krishna has to give up all his qualities of Bhagavan because of Vatsalya Bhava, he gave up all the qualities of Bhagavan. And he was considered as a Bhagavan means that qualities are there. This Vishwanath Chakravarti is telling in Sarartha Darshini that explain this how Vatsalya Bhava, he gave up all the qualities of Bhagavan. He gave up. Just first is Bhagavan means is Atma Arama, self-satisfied. Lord is self-satisfied. In the Vatsalya Bhava, in Yashoda, when he is drinking milk, he is not satisfied. He is looking from Yashoda milk. Sugarishi is mentioning Stanya Kama, this word, telling that he is fond of taking milk from the mother's breast. That way, he gave the position as Atma Arama. He is not self-satisfied. He gave that position voluntarily. Second is Apta Kama. Apta Kama means he is fulfilled of all desires. He doesn't have any external desires. But here, his desire is not satisfied, because when Yashoda put him down to see the boiled milk, he got disturbed. This Sugarishi is mentioning the word Adhirpti. Adhirptam. Dripti means satisfaction. Adhirptam means not dissatisfaction. He is not satisfied. That means he is giving up the quality Aptakama. And Suddha Sattva is supposed to be beyond 3 gunas, Lord is. But here he is getting irritated when he gets angry, break the pots and butter everything, throw away and all these things. He gave up the third quality, Suddha Sattva, beyond 3 gunas. He is giving up that guna also. Fourth is Lakshmi Badi. We know Lakshmi Sagasara Sadasam Brahma Sevyamanam. Thousands of Lakshmis are serving. But he gave up that quality also. How did he give? He started stealing the butter. A Lakshmi Badi how can he go and steal the butter? He gave up that quality also. Then he is a creator of fear of all. But here he is fearing for Yashoda. When Yashoda is falling, he is running away. And he is crying. We know Tamad Leela, how details everything describes. Sixth is, even the big yogis in the speed of mind, they want to catch him. See, we know the light of speed of sound is supersonic, above thing. And the light is 3,27,000 miles. But mind can travel much faster than all these things. Mind is the fastest traveling things in the material elements. And these yogis are trying to catch the Lord, traveling all the planets over and try to catch him. But they are unable to catch him. But this Yashoda simply she got. He gave up that quality also. That is, she can be caught, not caught by yogis. But this Yashoda is the biggest yogi, she caught hold of him. Sixth quality, he gave up. Seventh quality is Satarananda. That means full of bliss. He is supposed to be Satarananda, full of bliss. But what happens is really, he cries. He is not in bliss. He cries out of fear. And Vatsalya Bhava. And eighth is Mukta. He is supposed to be Mukta, but he has become a Bhatta. He was tied by Yashoda. He is supposed to be very liberated. Even the souls are so liberated, but he gave up. These 8 qualities in the Vatsalya Bhava, Krishna gave up. That's why Yashoda is considered the greatest yogi, and this is considered as the one of the wonderful way where in the Vatsalya Bhava is made. Krishna was made to give up all his qualities of Bhagavan. And in such a way, the Bhumi or Vrindavan mode is totally different from material life. And Prabhupada is mentioning, same thing happens in the material life also. Here is my lover, here is my wife, here is my son, here is my friend. But relation is different. Spiritual world also same thing is there. All the Bhavas are there, material world also all the Bhavas are there. Where is the difference? In the spiritual world, we keep Krishna at the center. In the material world, we keep ourselves at the center. In material world, we keep our gratification as the main purpose. In spiritual world, we keep Krishna's gratification as the main purpose. In material world, we never want to have anything to be given others. But in spiritual world, everything will be given to Krishna. His desire and his satisfaction is considered as the topmost. In the material world, our satisfaction, our things are considered as the topmost. Morning, Dharmatma has sent some nice video in HODs. And it is very interesting to see how 4 wives, how coming and all the giving up and all that. Such that the material world is such an example, it came to my memory. Everything orients towards our selfish motives, our own sense gratification. But the spiritual world also sense gratification is there. In the Vrindavan mode also there, copious behavior also there. But everything is directed towards Krishna. This is the whole Krishna conscious practice. We are trying to dovetail. Prabhupada used the nice word dovetail. Means we have to direct all our enjoyments, feelings, sensations, everything towards Krishna. Okay, you want to love our son. Okay, Krishna is my son. Take it. And this is the way we need to dovetail each and every relation we are having to connect to Krishna. This, if you learn the technique, how to connect every material feeling, activity to Krishna, then your life is successful in Krishna consciousness. Not giving up, but how to get it connected. That is the one of the biggest success of Prabhupada. He got connected everything to Krishna. He got everybody to be connected to Krishna. He didn't give up anybody anything. And this is the way, the Vraja mode also, everything should be connected to Krishna. How to connect relations. Then it is a wonderful. Even Krishna tells in the Bhagavad Gita, whatever, if you are able to connect to Krishna, your family life is he himself, Dharma Abhirito Bodhesu, Kamaushmi Bhardarshava. Even the family life, yes, we have family, wife, children, all things are there. But if you are connecting Dharma, Parodharma, Bhakti Dharma, you connect to Krishna, then that family life, I am. Krishna is telling, that's why you are nothing wrong. You do without connecting, then you get into trouble. But when you connect to Krishna, you are getting liberated. Your life is same. Like here tells, no? They were engaged, the gopis were engaged in various family activities. Yes, externally they looks like you continue all your activities, but all these things are connected to Krishna. Dharma Abhirito, Parodharma. Keep the Parodharma the highest. Then the life is very simple. This is the highest advantage of bhakti, devotion life. This is the highest advantage Prabhupada brought us of the practical way of life. And we are not asked to give up anything, but we are asked to dovetail everything. We are asked to connect to Krishna with everything. And that way, the life is very, very comfortable for us. Otherwise, we can't be like a Mayavadis, we cannot be like Nirvana, give up everything. Because we have senses, we have feelings, we have everything to contribute, but it contribute to Krishna. That's what is the Vrija mode. They don't know any big way of yoga and all those things. They are continuing their life, but keep Krishna at the center. When talking about Yashoda, she is considered biggest yogi, even though she was normal lady. The reason is, morning when she gets up, immediately she thinks, oh, I should make butter for Krishna. Because he is going and stealing summer, he is not butter. But Krishna is sleeping, therefore she keeps her eyes on Krishna, so that when he is wake up and all those things. And her mind is always thinking of Krishna, what is he doing when he is going to get up. And in village type, Bhagavatam is talking, many songs they write, village songs on Krishna Leela. And they are, in the mouth is murmuring that songs, village songs. That way, she was able to engage her activity for Krishna, making nice buttermilk curd for Krishna, and she makes nice songs she sings, and her mind is always thinking of his Leela's pastimes, how to serve him, what to do next. This way, she was able to concentrate his actions, his words, his mind, everything to Krishna. But externally, as a village lady, she is churning the milk, and everything is doing. For seeing outsiders, oh, she is an ordinary village lady. But her all activities are taught. That's why she was able to catch Krishna. Even the yogis could not do, but this Mahayogis, she got it. This is a simple way one has to conduct family life. Like Vraja mode is, if you really understand, that's a totally different. Externally you cannot understand anything. It comes from the real activities they are concentrating on Krishna, how they linked Krishna to everything. They were able to connect, like Yashoda connected all the three mind, words and deeds in the actions in the service of Krishna, and everybody was capable of that. And everyone, that's why became a great yogi and reached the things. Even, this is one of the example you are giving, is they were giving that thing, milk to Krishna, and they are telling, Putra Shnekas Snodani, Putra Shnega. In the affection of Putra, son, they gave the gopis gave that milk, and therefore, with the affection of, like treating him as children, alam sufficiently, not insufficiently. Similarly, our activities, mind, deed, everything we give sufficiently to Krishna. That will be a wonderful activities which we can understand. And at the same time, here that sloka, even the copies have treated all these things, but they were acting in a prema stage. And we should know sadhana bhakti, prema bhakti. Very clearly Nectar Devotion talks. Sadhana bhakti is very artificial. Prabhupada tells it's like learning to walk. Prema bhakti is you learned to walk. Therefore, sometimes you are learning to walk, you will fall down many times. But you have learned to walk, you walk freely. Prema bhakti is like you learn to walk, learn to do the devotion. But sadhana bhakti, you are learning to walk. You will fall down many times. Therefore, these gopis, they learn to walk. Therefore, they are doing all these actions. But if we are sadhana bhakti, still we have not reached. I don't know, every individual knows what is their stage. Therefore, we should not try to imitate without sufficient maturity, sufficiently learn to walk, then we will be in trouble. That's why we will reach a stage of Sahaja or something like that. If you don't carefully understand our position, and if you don't understand what stage we are, we will be in trouble. And sadhana bhakti, and even that, prema bhakti also, in discussion between Ramananda Raya and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the sequence are coming very nicely. Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Raya discussion, everybody knows. First he is telling 3 points on karma mixed devotion. Mahaprabhu rejects. Okay, better. Then he is telling jnana mixed, jnana mishra. 2 things. That also, with devotion, please understand, he is not telling mere karma, mere jnana. Karma mixed, jnana mixed too, still. Then he comes to bhakti, prema bhakti, kanda bhakti. Kanda bhakti is prema bhakti. And he comes there. And when he kanda bhakti or prema bhakti, when you are telling, there are also different levels. That means, before coming to kanda bhakti, he is coming first about dasya. Dasya bhakti. Then again Mahaprabhu is okay, but still better. Then he is telling Sanghya bhakti, friendship. Because dasya bhakti is more like fear. You approach dasya bhakti always with respect and other things. But before Krishna, on his leela and other things, we feel more like close. Then Sanghya bhakti, little better. Then he is telling about Vatsalya bhakti. Then only one more stage left out, that is Madhurya devotion. Therefore, this is the stage in the sequence just before Madhurya bhakti. That means how much one should be advanced in prema. This prema means, as I told you, it should be spontaneous, natural devotion. Like a person learn to walk, how freely he walks, like the devotion should be is part and parcel of his life. You should not be artificially practiced. Like 16 rounds I finished, keep the mala without seeing my eyes. That should not be my mode. I should see continuously chanting. Why should I stop chanting? That feeling should be there. Why should I stop remembering Krishna? That feeling should be there. Why should I not talk about Krishna? That feeling should be there. It should be spontaneous. Now we talk limited time, chant limited time, and think limited time. All other thoughts are therefore we are far away from the things. The ultimate goal, we need not be so educated, so well versed, so much thing, but your mind, deed and everything, how much you are able to engage, that much we will be able to get it. Otherwise this prema, unless it comes, we cannot reach the stage what gopis have done. And what they were able to achieve, we cannot understand. Materially, we cannot try all these things. With all material contamination, all these things, we should not try for all these things and try to achieve perfection. And we may not reach Golaka with all these things. Unless we reach the prema stage and behave, that is a different mode. And it's a very sensitive matter. Anyway, I was little hesitant to take this lecture, and somewhat with the blessings of things, more a philosophical way I am taking. Maybe some of the devotees may give comments on more on Leela side. They may be in better experienced and all those things. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Comments, questions?
Thank you for your wonderful classification. And in the verse you speak about the activities of the gopis. Can you describe them, please?
I didn't get
Can
it.
you describe the activities of the gopis in the house or outside?
She is asking about the activities of gopis in their houses. Actually, as I was mentioning, one of the things is they start from morning onwards, like Yashoda I was mentioning. On morning wake up itself, she wake up with the thought of Krishna. And she continues thinking what will be good for Krishna, what Krishna will like, that's what they do, all the activities based on Krishna. And they are eager to see Krishna. And when Krishna is going to field, they will try to look. When Krishna is small, they feed him. And Krishna is small child, they feed him. When he is little grown up, when he wants to go to herd the cows or something, he looks at them and wait for them. And he returns, they wait for them. And try to make some food for him and give it through Yashoda Mai, they give the food daytime. Say they cannot give directly, therefore they give through Nanda Maharaja things. And the whole thing is, they compose nice songs, village songs, not like with big grammar and all those things. They develop some village songs and they sing among themselves in groups. And they discuss the leelas of the saints. And wherever time is there, they get together to meet him. And the thing is, the whole thing is, they get only few seconds per day to meet Krishna. They won't meet Krishna at a full time. They won't have association. That is one of the reasons Kavartana Leela happened, because Krishna wanted to give association for all these Vrijavasis, continuous association of 7 days. Nobody gets association because 1 second Krishna crosses, they have darshan. Whole thing is by mind, words and thoughts and deeds. They were doing everything indirectly, they were doing directly. These are the activities of gopis, limitless. And they were so much fond of Krishna. You know the pastime that they gave their dust to Krishna for removing his headache. Nobody was ready, Brahma or nobody is ready to give their dust, but they gave their dust. That is their elevation. Their mood is totally different. They are not under rules and regulations. They are in the highest form. They are always thinking of Krishna, their welfare. They know they will go to Naraka, they don't mind. But the Krishna should be cured. That's the mood. This whole activity, I am telling examples, big things, maybe some Dinabandhu Prabhu or somebody, senior devotees, can give very wonderful pastimes. I am very poor in these things. I am not very excellent person in the telling. Thank you.
When we hear about the older gopis, the friends of Mother Yashoda giving Krishna breast milk, and Krishna acting like a little boy, and such they seem like very intimate affairs. And would that in any way, like when someone asked Prabhupada about the relationship between Radha and Krishna, or maybe more intimate things, does that sometimes have us become less reverential, less devoted to the Supreme when you hear Krishna as a little baby just sucking the breast of the mother and also the other gopis? And so how does that affect
consciousness?
Yeah, what is that mentality we should receive all that?
Challenging.
The mentality, how we should receive all that.
Okay, the question is now Krishna has checked the breast of all the gopis and other things. It looks strange how to look at it in the mind. We should take the things. This is very simple, because the thing is, they gave it the Putra Sneha. That's a word is used in the Bhagavatam, Putra Sneha Snudani. They gave it the whole mind of as a child. And at the same time, he is a child, and at the same time, their love is not contaminated by these material things. In material world, it's not so much comfortable to do the same thing, but in the prema level, where their whole thoughts and everything towards centered over dear Krishna, that has been better mood and other things that do. Same thing, like a mother when gives milk to child, in the material world also, child, she doesn't feel so bad or other thing. But the same thing, we don't feel, if we feel 100% Krishna is my own child, then that feeling will not affect them. But the moment you think is a different child, and even you start enjoying that feeling that it is different, then all the contamination comes. Therefore, the whole process is you take Krishna as one of your family members. That's why Prabhupada enters, end with it. Some or other way, you take Krishna as one of your family members, link him. That's why easy for mothers that all ladies, generally they have natural motherly feeling. That first feeling comes in there is a motherly feeling. You go any guest or anything, they treat mother nature will be the highest. Therefore, it's easy for them to treat Krishna as a child in the mother's nature, and therefore the gopis, elderly gopis, they were treating Krishna as mother in the total feeling. Certainly, we may not be able to 100% appreciate, still we are not coming out of material consciousness. Once we are able to come out of little material consciousness, maybe depends on our advancement or something, we may be able to appreciate. Until that, we are in this material consciousness, this will affect us. May not be able to digest very easily. Thank you.
Thank you, Guru. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
A small question. In Mahabharata war,
In
Mahabharata,
okay.
the war was taking place, and Krishna just glanced on both the armies, and they got the salvation, both the armies. Here, Krishna in Dham is 24 hours among the gopis. And Sukadeva Goswami is saying here that, O Rajan, at the Parikshit, don't think these gopis came back to the material world. So what would the reason in the mind that how can they come to the material world? Simply glancing to the soldiers, they got salvation. Here Krishna is 24 hours in the Vandapur.
Okay, this is a nice question. There is called the liberation or mukti. There are 5 types, you know. Sarupya, Salakya, Sarujya, Samipya, Sasti. And not this Sarujya, what is that? This Kaivalya, or what you call this Sarujya, no? Sarujya, that nobody likes. And devotees never likes, and Vaishnava Acharyas all have told this Sarujya Mukti is not liberation. Because they try to mix with oneness and they will come back. They will not be satisfied. Therefore, that is ruled out. Remaining 4 are there. The 4 liberations, and this is depends on, sometimes the devotees likes to have some relation with Krishna. For them, these 4 types of relation. Same Rupa, same Aishwarya, same things, 4 things. But continuing with that same trend, they are telling that third kanda Kapila is telling to Mother Devagudi that devotees, they don't want even all these 5, even if I give, they don't want it, because they are engaged in my devotional service. Therefore, this is the mood, this devotional service is becoming highest things, and this, they don't want any of this liberation. They are looking for serving Krishna wherever, whatever condition. They are not interested in going back to Goloka or anywhere. They want to serve Krishna. Therefore, the mood is totally different. And this is followed by many acharyas also, many Vaishnava acharyas. And I remember one small story, 2 minutes I quickly tell. In Ramanuja Acharya life, he has one primary disciple. He is called Anandalvar, who was a gardener in the Tirupati temple. It's a good pastime about that. Once some snake has bitten him. He was making flower on the things. As a young man, he went a long time inside. And all got worried, and they could not, he is not taking any treatment, he is not listening to anybody, he is continuing his service also. Then everybody went to the Lord Balaji and requested him. He talks to Balaji and other, then Balaji called him, why don't you take treatment for a snake bite and all those. Then why all people are making such a fussle? It's a simple thing. If I die, if the bitten one is strong, I'll die and go to serve in Vaikuntha. If I am strong, I'll serve you continuously here. And my job is to serve you either here or there. How does it matter whether I die or live? I am going to serve you wherever I go. That's a mood. The Gopis' mood is like that. They don't want any liberation. Liberation is lower. Mukti is behind the bhakti. That's what Bilva Mangala Thakur tells. And therefore, their mood is totally different. We cannot understand. We are all looking for mukti. Mukti is very lowest level. Bhakti, their mode. Bhakti also Prabhupada told service, devotional service. Service means mind, word, everything should be in action, full. Thank you.
That is very true. Uddhava when it comes to Raja, and Krishna says to Raja, then his Asama, that Sloka is there. He says that they have given up everything. Their house, their husbands, everything they have given up for Krishna. So that is the bhava they have.
Here they haven't given up, that's what he is telling.
Yes.
He is continuing.
Yes.
Their family, everything they are continuing, but their mood is totally connected to Krishna.
Yes.
This sloka is different. They are not giving up. They are, as usual, they are doing everything, but their whole consciousness is Krishna consciousness.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, please.
So, Prabhuji, when someone starts the devotion service, so probably most of the times the relationship with Krishna, what he thinks is our masculine somewhere. That's what I feel.
That's what Prabhupada also telling, that's what.
So,
We are qualified only for that.
yes. So, how exactly when he grows into his Krishna consciousness, is it like the inspiration comes from within that I should serve Krishna in this particular mood, or how?
You continue serving Krishna in this servitude mode, it should come spontaneous, organic, natural. Don't make it artificial. Then we'll go to the Sagaja stage. It should be spontaneous and prema stage, what I am telling. Prema means completely your thoughts, words, actions, everything for Krishna. That mode, it comes. It's without any mixing. Karma, jnana, anything mixing, without ego mixing. Everything purified stage, you would start serving. That mode is spontaneous, will come. Now don't worry, Prabhupada told you to continue those things. Even the deities, he told, don't worship us Radha Krishna, worship us Lakshmi Narayana. We are not so much qualified to understand Radha Krishna things. Therefore, on pujaris, their worship or thing, they got to worship in Lakshmi Narayana mode. That's a Prabhupada instruction. Start with that. Let it come on own. Maybe this birth or future birth. Let us continue service. Their mode is serving mode. Let us be serving. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
I want to ask you a question about Srila Prabhupada. You mentioned in your lecture that Srila Prabhupada was able to connect everybody and everything, to link everybody and everything with Krishna consciousness. That's why he was successful. He did what so much work in the world nobody can do before him. Even as disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in England, in Europe, they couldn't do this, but he did. But I have some questions. Sometimes I'm giving a lecture, and people have some impressions like this. Yes, Srila Prabhupada did everything for Americans, for hippies, for all of the world, but he's failed to link, to connect with Krishna, his own family members, his wife and 5 children. I was personally knew his son, Vrindavan.
Vrindavan De. Vrindavan De.
So
Vrindavan
I
De.
spoke with him here. I did photo of him and I'm still keeping it. And when I was glorifying Srila Prabhupada just in front of Samadhi of Srila Prabhupada, he said, Mataji, why you glorifying me? I'm nobody, I'm nothing. I did nothing. This is my father who did all these things. I have nothing to do with
That itself made him devotee.
Yes, but
Because that mood is very important.
still
Bec-
people's impression, and sometimes I cannot reply to them. I couldn't
No, first
reply.
question, your question is why his family members are not devotee?
Yes, he failed
No,
to bring his family to the
No, now,
level of prema.
now we'll answer. Because if he has concentrated on his own family, he may not be able to give it to all of us. He sacrificed his family for the sake of giving to us. We should be grateful to him 1,000 times. If many people are very selfish, they take care of only their family. But Prabhupada took the whole world as their family and gave it. He may not have been able to do it if he has taken only his family. And also, somebody doesn't come on us on today or on this birth, we should not come to a conclusion they are failure. They may be climbing the steps, some steps. We may not be knowing. You see, you told the mind what he told. My father is everything he did, not I did. That mode itself has already brought him to some extent. Therefore, we don't know Lord's mode and how. And Prabhupada, he never spent so much time with the family. He was moving around, giving Krishna consciousness, even younger days, older days, and all those things. And you go to surprise to see, in Bureau, we are discussing one of the house, and he gave the house only for the lifetime of that wife and children. And he never gave any excess things. And when Vrindavan there or somebody suffered, Prabhupada told, let him go for book distribution and bring something and give some money to him. He told the commander. That's why Prabhupada was treating them to train them, not that things. And the Prabhupada mode is totally different. He was totally detached. At the same time, because he detached from his own family, he was able to give us whole world Krishna consciousness. And that is the advantage. We should be think of that, and we should be grateful to him. We have to think he made millions of dollars, but nothing he kept for family. He gave everything back to spreading Krishna consciousness. This mood and all we have to learn. And any life of any people you take it, even material life also, Gandhi, his family never become good people. Their children are full drunkards. Gandhi's sons and other things. They could not, because they are unable to concentrate their own family for the sake of the material world country, spiritual world, for the world, Pramanja and for things. That's why Prabhupada, you have to feel more and more grateful how Prabhupada has taken such a strong step to neglect his own family and gave the Krishna consciousness to us. Because he gave the first generation, all these disciples, they are giving us, and we are gratefully, we are taking this Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Of course, you are right. We are so much devotees are very much grateful to Srila Prabhupada for all his sacrifices. And then just to reply these people who are saying like this, I'm telling that Srila Prabhupada at the end he said, I had only 5 children, 2 daughters and 3 sons. But now I got million of daughters and sons.
Yes.
They so love me, they so devoted to me. But at the end of his age, he was a little bit lamenting about his children. He said, I wanted to marry them. They didn't want to do this. I wanted to marry especially daughters. He was lamenting about 2 daughters. Because in Quran it is written, if father will not marry his daughters properly, he will go to the hell. Even this stage.
Prabhupada is externally telling Mataji, but Bhagavatam very clearly tells, who is Kadomundam Parihritya Kartam, who has taken the service of Krishna fully dedicated, is Deva, Rishi, Buddha, Pitru, Nirunam, Abda. Every duty, he doesn't have any duty. Prabhupada tells in the purport, continuous, it is taken care by the Lord automatically. Therefore, we need not worry about all these things. Prabhupada has written the purport, Bhagavatam has told the things, and Kadomundam Parihritya Kartam. He has taken the full service of Lord Krishna, 20, but and how can his family can suffer? It's an external look. Internally they will be better, they will reach a better place. Even Pandavas, they suffered till the end. But does it mean they didn't reach the proper destination? Therefore, don't go by external calculation. Don't go by the material opinions, and that's not the right things. Bhagavatam tells rightly, Prabhupada did rightly, Prabhupada wrote. Bhagavatam tells, Kadamundam Parithita, one who took the shelter of Munda and dedicated his service fully, for his no duty for Deva, Rishi, Putra, Pitru, Nirunam, Abda. Why? Prabhupada writes, all are taken care by the Lord. Therefore, his family will be, imagine, he has given so much, and still we are enjoying all this shelter. How to talk about his family? External look may be different. Like if you take Pandavas, they suffered like a lot, even with the Lord. Therefore, please.
And we will just conclude that this was an arrangement for Krishna, just for his Leela, just showing how great devotee of the Lord can go over all difficulties, even from his attachment to his family.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
humble person. Prabhuji recently celebrated God Purnima. So that day I came across a post about Paji where he says he was alone on God Purnima and he says that even if he has to go to hell to serve Krishna, he would go.
Even
If he has to go to hell to serve Krishna, he would go.
you have to go to hell?
Even if he has to go to hell to serve Krishna,
Yes.
he will go.
Yes.
Right? And we also hear that this journey is about going back to home, back to Godhead. So what kind of attitude we should keep? Like if we have a thought of going back to Godhead, that means going back to home, then why Prabhupada is saying that he can go to hell also to serve Krishna? Hell is not
The idea is, if you wherever you go, serving mode. Even in the Kopis, in Kolagavandavan also, they are continuing serving in different moods. Therefore, the mode is ultimate is serving devotion, serving in devotion. Therefore, all others are lower level. Serving in devotion is that. Even mukti, going back to means mukti or Vaikuntha, Kolaga, doesn't matter. Now, for example, Prabhupada started the temple in New York, some highest floors. Nobody goes to city, and the middle of the peak of the building will not set the temple, and so noisy, so these things. But he felt comfortable because he felt people can come and join. He saw the utility, and also he was confident that people can be not affected by the environment. Therefore, when the consciousness is good, it doesn't matter in the middle of the city or in the forest. People generally, all spiritual things, wherever you see, that's a big surprise when I saw that everywhere Prabhupada started in the middle of the peak of the city downtown. And I used to wonder why he is going for such a middle of the cities. But his mood is, will not be affected, and it is not the thing, wherever you stay, Krishna consciousness is important. Therefore, even Naraga, Prabhupada tells many places, the material life is Naraga only, we are here. But in the middle of the deep Naraga we are staying. That's the mood. Hare Krishna.
One question that going to hell, Srila Prabhupada, when he went to the States, and then he was having the hippies, that was like a heaven. But as a purest soul, he glorified everything. So when he says like this, that means when there is a verse when Yudhishthira Maharaj says that Viduji comes and he says that you can convert wherever you get your feet, that will become a tirtha. So Prabhupada, whenever he does Iran, he does all the Middle East, wherever he does, that becomes a tirtha. So for him, saying that hell means, that becomes a heaven.
Thank you very much, all of you. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.